All right, so we got the Pure Sports Hellfire. This is Pure's first ASA bat. Got that stamp going right there. This is the Andrew Collins signature model, 32-inch barrel, inload with a two-piece composite handle, composite barrel. This bat is a 26.5. Obviously brand new in the wrapper. Throw it up on the tester here so you can see what it's at before we get started here. And I just want to say huge shout out to Pure for sending this out to us. This is one of about 5 in the country right now, and they overnighted me one of those 5. Really grateful for Pure for doing things like this for us, giving us these opportunities, get these views out. They take care of us, so we're trying to do the same here. Hitting a bag of 52s with the boys here. Nothing really else to say other than let's get it going. Here, I'll even take the wrapper off for the camera. Boom.
Shout out to Pure for making this wrapper dummy proof.
Just for reference, forgot to add it in the intro. It's about an 80-degree day, wind blowing in, a little bit from right field, just for the people at home curious, you know. All right, so the first thing that you might notice about this is it's a little bit longer than our normal review. Normally our reviews run 7, maybe 8 minutes tops sometimes, and that's kind of one of the longer ones. I actually cut this down from like 14 minutes down to a little over 11. But kind of the purpose behind that was wanting to make sure that I capture a lot of swings here. This is something new, something that we haven't seen yet. Obviously, it's Pure's first ASA bat. That's why you're watching the video. But it's uncharted territory, so I wanted to try and document as much of it as I could. In years past, when it's come to doing stuff like this, I'll do them uncut. But no, there was a lot of stuff. Would have been a lot of stuff there to digest, just because it was so long. We ended up putting a total about 150-ish, maybe 175-ish swings on this bat. And just real quick, here's the compression testing after we got those swings on it. And the performance definitely got better as it broke in, but probably the biggest thing that we noticed as it was breaking in was the sweet spot. The sweet spot just kept growing and growing and growing. And it got to the point towards the end of the video here where we just could not mess with it. Pure's new ASA technology is known as the power amplification device. And sometimes the ASA tech can get weird when it comes to the sound and the feedback that it produces. And this one did a pretty good job of doing well on both. Feel and feedback wise, I would definitely compare this to something kind of like a flipper in a way. And I think that's where the big rewarding sweet spot comes from with that. The Demerini flippers have always had great big sweet spots, and this one definitely fell into that category too. And I will say, like, if you're a Demerini flipper fan, then this would be a pretty seamless transition for you. I really, really like the Demerini flipper. My ASA gamer, as this is being recorded, is the blue flipper from 2016. Just to give you a little bit of background on like what I prefer and what I like in an ASA bat. So think a flipper like that in terms of feel and feedback and that kind of thing. But with some inload, this is going to obviously give it a little bit more drive. After talking with the boys, probably the only thing that we really could have nitpicked on with this bat was the weighting. And even then, it wasn't terrible. We went with the 26.5 and we did that with a purpose. But that's a deal for a different video. We're not going to get into that now. And while it did swing a little bit on the lighter side, I wouldn't suggest going up an ounce or anything like that because it swung super, super smooth and did a really good job of, even though it was feeling light, still hitting like an inload. There are bats that'll swing light. You feel like there's no ass behind them. You just can't do anything to get the ball to move. For as smooth as this bat swung, making it feel borderline light, did a really good job of still hitting the ball like a true inload. Think of something kind of like the NDM series. It's definitely there, and you can definitely tell it's there when you're hitting the ball, but it's so smooth and subtle that it really doesn't drag you down or slow you down or anything like that, and you can still do all the things you would do swinging an inloaded bat. So I'm not going to sit here and talk through this whole thing, but one thing I do want to say is Pure knocked it out of the park.
Hard out, Collins.
Thoroughly impressed. I really appreciate Pure for sending this out. I appreciate Chris over at Pure for thinking about us. We were lucky enough to test a prototype of this and give a little bit of feedback and that kind of thing. Kind of work with them on the weighting and stuff like that too. And that's kind of one thing that I have enjoyed about the Pure stuff over the years is it's for the players, by the players, it seems like. But no question, they've definitely got a winner here. This is one of the better performing ASA bats that I've swung in the last few years. We are definitely going to update this and let you guys know how it's doing around maybe the 300 swing mark. Let's get it there and see what we get. Since, again, this is something new, this is something we're unfamiliar with, so let's see what it's got, right? Let's BP it some more and see what this thing can truly do, what it's capable of, and that kind of thing. But this is going to be the initial review for now, and the initial reviews are out for the BP Hero, saying this thing is going to be in the no question the best category. No, over the last few years we haven't swung a lot of ASA, but I can tell you this ranks right up there with a lot of the other ASA bats that we've swung that I would put in that category. I'm not like a big premier power hitter. I'm not a home run threat guy. Yeah, I can hit them out, but that's not my goal when I hit. That's not what I provide to a team when I show up to hit. But I could do it just about on command with this thing, and that's good. Anytime I'm hitting a 52 the way I was hitting 52s with this thing, zero complaints at all. When we come back with an update of this thing, maybe I'll have some radar stuff and some bat comparisons just so we can get an idea of how it stacks up against the rest of that stuff. But for now, the BP Hero is deeming this one gas for sure. Again, thanks to Pure for sending this out. Thanks to you guys for stopping in and checking it out. Thanks to the boys for coming out and hitting. I hope you enjoyed the video. Swing hard in case you hit it. BP Hero, catch you next time.
Weight room.
How many?
Yeah, that's good.
That was a cute one.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
Dude, I hit that.
We want to talk about that one?
I hit that right there. You can see the ball mark. I hit it right there.
That's nasty, though.
Yeah.
tail action there. Good one.
Sorry, I'm climbing the ladder.
Good
Dude,
swing.
you see how that thing turned?
Yes. His done the same thing that last one he hit.
Dude,
He
that
gets about
thing-
halfway there and just goes like this.
That thing took like a 6-foot left turn, like
Rerouting.
matter of like 15 feet.
Rerouting.
She's compressing now.
Good swing.
Yo. You're here.
That thing's knuckling.
Pretty sure from here it went from pole to pole.